there will be fewer and fewer jobs that a robot cannot do better.
Okay.
The harder challenge, much harder challenge, is how do people then have meaning?
From most of the videos I've watched online, it's obvious that humans were controlling Tesla's Optimus humanoid robot at the We Robots event. But those lifelike interactions have raised some serious issues. One big question that keeps coming up is whether robots are about to take over our jobs. If robots are taking over all the jobs, where will the money come from for people to purchase products? On one hand, companies are automating jobs to cut costs and increase efficiency. But on the other hand, if people are not working, they won't have the money to buy what those companies are selling. So in this video, we are going to dive deep into the complex conversation around robots, especially humanoids like Optimus, and how they're changing the future of work. The truth is, people long for robots that can take on laborious tasks and relieve us from mundane chores, even enhancing our productivity. This type of world where robots work alongside humans, just like in Star Wars universe, is just amazing and enticing. Making the possibility that robots could help us in healthcare, manufacturing, and even in personal home assistance aligns with the desires many have for a more automated and efficient future. However, the most immediate fear is that humanoid robots like Optimus will replace human jobs. And as the capabilities of these robots improves, and they become able to perform a wide range of tasks currently done by humans, without the need for rest, it becomes easy to imagine a future where human workers are no longer needed. If we take the example of like Amazon, the company has already deployed over 750,000 robots across its warehouses, replacing over 100,000 human workers in the process. But the good thing is, Amazon still maintains a large human workforce. However, if a worker retires, quits, or gets fired, what are the chances they'll be replaced by another human? With so many robots in the warehouse, the answer might be slim. Only jobs needing a special set of skills that robots can't do will get to be replaced by another human. People often laugh at robotics companies when they unveil robots that have mechanical or awkward movements that don't resemble the fluidity of human motion. When these robots fail to do basic tasks autonomously, critics are quick to dismiss them as gimmicks or call them useless. But the moment a robot starts performing tasks convincingly and showing human-like abilities, the fear always sets in, and suddenly, the idea of humanoid robots replacing human jobs feels a lot more real. This leads to another significant conversation of the famous universal basic income. Even Elon Musk has mentioned UBI as a potential solution to the rise of AI and robotics.
Like a lot of people, they derive their meaning from their employment. So if you don't have, if you're not needed, if there's not a need for your labor, what's the meaning? Do you have meaning? Do you feel useless?
Mentioned UBI as a potential solution to the rise of AI and robotics. If you don't know this idea, let me simplify it to you in a simplified manner. The idea is simple. As machines get better and more jobs are taken over by robots, people will need a basic income to survive. But here's the problem. If everyone is receiving a universal basic income, how will people have the disposable income to buy products from the very tech companies making these robots? If robots are taking over all the jobs, where will the money come from for people to purchase products? This creates a paradox where on one hand companies are automating jobs to cut costs and increase efficiency. But on the other hand, if people are not working, they won't have the money to buy what those companies are selling. Currently, the official line is that robots are there to do the boring, repetitive tasks that humans don't want to do. But let's be honest, because we are certainly not stupid people, that's how it starts. But as we move forward, robots will get better and better. They'll start taking over more complex roles that require skills and decision-making processes that until now we thought only humans could do. And in the long run, robots might outsmart us. When that happens, we will automatically lose control over the evolution of AI and robotics. We've reached a pivotal moment in human history. Humanoid robots like Tesla's Optimus represent both the potential for incredible progress and a genuine threat to human jobs. Right now, we're told that robots are here to help us, to take over the menial tasks we don't want to do. But as robots get smarter and more capable, we are going to find ourselves in a world where it's not just the repetitive jobs that are at risk. all jobs could be on the table. Whether you're a factory worker, a truck driver, a doctor, or even a lawyer, the robots are coming and they're getting better every day. The next part, we are going to upload this script to Google's Notebook LM so that you can hear the AI conversations on the same topic.
All right, so are robots really gonna take over all our jobs? And it's a question we hear everywhere these days. But today we're going deeper than those clickbait headlines. We're diving into the work of tech commentator Chris Wobbs, who has some pretty thought-provoking ideas on this whole robot revolution thing.
Yeah, you know what's really interesting about Wobbs is he kind of zeroes in on this primal fear we have.
Yeah.
This fear of being replaced or, becoming obsolete. He even quotes Yuval Noah Harari, who said that history began when humans invented gods and will end when humans become gods.
Okay, well, that's a little ominous, but I see what you mean. We laugh when robots trip and fall, But then the second they can, perform surgery or write code, we all start to sweat a little. Wobbs even uses that example of Tesla's Optimus robot. Remember those demos at the We Robots event? People were freaking out, even though, humans were the ones controlling the robots.
Right, it's we can't escape this anxiety about, our own relevance in a world where machines are getting smarter every day. And the thing is, this isn't just some sci-fi fantasy anymore.
Yeah.
Wobbs points out that Amazon has already replaced over 100,000 warehouse workers with 750,000 robots.
Whoa, okay. So 750,000 robots.
That's a lot of robots.
Yeah, that's not exactly putting my mind at ease. I mean, okay, so robots can pack boxes now. But what happens when they can write marketing copy or, analyze financial data? Wobbs is kind of arguing that this whole, robots are here to help narrative might be a little bit naive.
Yeah, he's definitely pushing us to think beyond just those simple tasks. He really gets into how AI and robotics could disrupt way more jobs than we initially think. He even quotes a study that predicted that something like almost half of all work activities could be automated using current technology.
Oh, okay, so that's a huge chunk of the workforce.
Huge.
So we're not just talking blue-collar jobs here. We're talking white-collar, creative, even those knowledge-based jobs, they could all be reshaped or even replaced by AI. Wobbs doesn't really hold back, does he?
I mean, he's definitely sounding the alarm.
Oh, yeah.
But,
this idea that robots are going to be taking over jobs has been around for a while, but it feels like it's getting closer and closer.
It really does.
Yeah.
Especially as the technology keeps advancing, as the AI gets better.
Right.
And what's funny is how Wobbs talks about this shift in perception.
Oh, yeah.
Initially, those clunky early robots were almost comical.
Yeah, they were kind of funny.
But as their movements become more fluid, more human-like,
right,
it's starting to feel less like science fiction and more like
reality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think the fear factor kicks in when you see something that moves and acts like a human. But it can work tirelessly without breaks and with this incredible